November 2022. It's been a pretty productive day. I got groceries and progress on my projects is coming along great. I also got some mail that I was excited for, a pair of new shoes and some waterproofing spray for them. I think I should take a break from these projects. I should go spray my shoes down and make sure they're waterproof and ready for my walk to class. And that's when it happened. Did you catch it? I didn't either at first. I kept going on about my business, spraying my shoes and enjoying the outdoors. Suddenly, a sinking feeling. I don't have my keys. Well, that's okay. Surely, I left the door unlocked. Everything changes as soon as you're locked out. Everything on your mind disappears. Your priorities transform.
I was working and I had to come home for something and grab something and then head back to the office. So my name is Dean Bedford
This
and I
is
am
my
Garrett's
father,
father.
an expert in the field.
Yeah, I have been locked up a couple times. Hasn't happened in a while now. You start thinking about how long it's going to take to do that, like because you're always trying to get somewhere or trying to be somewhere. So like, but all that kind of has to take a back seat.
At first, I just didn't think of anything and just sat on my porch. Eventually, maybe I could reach out to one of my neighbors and ask them if I could text the landlord. Okay, Garrett, okay, you just need to wait until your neighbor comes out so you can ask. Okay, you just need to ask them about their phone. Don't be weird. Don't, no social anxiety. Don't be weird, okay? No, God, how are we gonna get back in now? Eventually, the sitting changed into a restless wandering through the alleys and streets around my neighborhood as I checked my friends' houses to see if they were currently here, as it was a holiday and many were out of town. I didn't find any of them, so I just kept walking. And it was really nice to clear my head.
So you start thinking about like ultimate ways to get in and easiest and hardest ways to get in. And well, you kind of start with, yeah, what are some easy ways? Obviously you can break a window, but that's expensive. But that'll work. I mean, that'll get you in. You're like trying to think like, oh, does anybody leave a window open somewhere? Or is there it's like an empty pit in your stomach when you can't get in though, and
I
you can't get
did
your stuff.
specifically remember closing all the windows since it was cold and latching them all the way, which I knew I couldn't get into from the outside. But there was one window that I didn't latch, and it definitely wasn't because I was too lazy to stand up to unlatch the window from my desk. So I just left it unlatched. Definitely not.
I probably spent about 3 hours on this playground, just sitting and thinking about anything. Anything I could think of that wasn't how screwed I was.
I thought about so many things. Like, what if the window
It's
was
pretty
actually
cold
locked?
out. Will it get
And
like a lot
I
colder
had
when
no
the
way of
sun
knowing
goes
that.
down? Like it's already
What if I
getting
had to
chilly
spend the
at
night outside?
Do I need to look
Am I
where would
safe?
I even go?
Like, if somebody tried to
get-
rob me,
Should I start
could I
sleep now
could I
with
go to
them
sleep?
that I have nothing so that they
I
should
don't
leave me
know
alone?
where a police station
that,
is.
like-
Could I go to like a
A
I
thing
don't
that I
know.
need to consider?
Like, what do you even do? Like, with nothing, I don't even have money. I didn't even know if there was a way to get through the screen on the window if the window was unlocked. And if I could get to the window, it was the only shot I had though. So I scoped it out, and I heisted my own apartment.
See, right here is where my window is. This window above me. But it's not this window. This is just the first floor. I'm talking about that window. The one that's all the way at the top of the building. And the one that has a roof that is slanted at like, I don't know, 90 degrees. And I had to get back in.
Yeah, you're thinking if you can get like a wire just to reach them and drag them over to where you can just grab them out. I mean, all sorts of things go through your head about, all the different tools we have in the garage. So what could that get in? Can I take a window apart to crawl in, and then I can put the window
Like
back and
deconstruct
then put
it.
the window back together, type of thing. Like if I can take it apart non-destructively, kind of a thing, just kind of. But yeah, so all those things run through your head.
So I crafted a shiv, a small broken glass bottle with a bicycle tube wrapped around it as a handle and tied off to be a safe place to grip it would be my tool to cut through the
definitely
screen.
Didn't climb up this little shed and then shimmy through this little thing with my back to the wall. You see that, like, a little nail right there?
Would I recommend this situation?
That ripped
No.
a hole in my shirt.
But I feel
It was
like
too late
it
to back down
demonstrates
now. So I
a
jumped
certain,
around this little corner,
skill of
allegedly-
problem solving
allegedly
that
landed
is
up there.
rarely ever
Allegedly.
needed in this capacity, and everyone should be aware of what they can do to change their situation, and being aware of those things is important because nobody wants to be in a situation like this, so don't
Allegedly.
ever do it.
Have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Yep, I guess that's the moral of the story.